Yo, 12s, what is up? Stand up. Let's go. How are you guys? Guys, I know I haven't posted a lot of Seahawks videos lately. The last one I posted was episode 2 of the Hawkast, which was the draft recap. But I'm back and I'm sorry I haven't posted. It's not my fault. Football season is over. Basketball season's coming to an end, so I was finishing up on that. UFC's always, the season's always strong for UFC. It's every 24/7 during the year, 365. But football season is coming. It's Blue Friday, 100 days till kickoff. I was like, Brandon, you know what? Why don't we give the 12 something? Why don't we give you guys something? So I decided to make a schedule prediction video of the 2019-2020 season for our Seattle Seahawks. I'm super excited. Guys, I have a really good feeling about this season, and I've been fairly accurate each year of predicting the Seattle Seahawks record. And this year, if it is true, we should have a great season. I'm super excited, and I want to get started. But before I get started, let me go ahead and tell you guys about this website right here. So you see this website? It's called playoffpredictors.com. So playoffpredictors.com is a website for all your sports needs, pretty much. Here we go. We're doing football today, so playoff predictors, if you want to pull this up right now so you could do this with me, you could pick any team and any season and you could go ahead and pick their records, which is amazing. You could go ahead and go through the schedule. Obviously, I'm doing the Seahawks today. If you're a Bengals fan, go to the Bengals. If you're a Broncos fan, you could go to the Broncos schedule. Whatever team you want to do, you could go ahead and just follow through with me and pick your team schedule. Playoff predictors makes it super easy. So you could just go through each week through your team, or if you just want to do it week by week through the NFL season, you could just do that. Super, super, super easy, guys. It'll just tell you the total record, the divisional record, conference record, home and away record versus winning teams versus losing teams. It's so easy. Even a 5-year-old could do it. So go ahead and jump on, guys, and go and submit your picks for the 2019-2020 NFL season before it gets started. So, guys, enough of that. Let's get started with week 1. So I'm not going to waste too much time on this video because I want to make it short so you guys can watch it. Maybe if you're, running on the treadmill or something simple. I don't want to go into it too deep. These are all gut picks. So let's start off with week 1. Okay, guys, so Seattle finally gets a home game in week one. Last time we had a home game week 1 was against the Miami Dolphins, where it was way too close for comfort, where Doug Baldwin had to catch the game-winning touchdown for the win. So I'm going to go ahead and give us a win here. Cincinnati struggling, Red Rifle. He can't win a playoff game for his franchise. I'm not a big fan of Andy Dalton. AJ Green, once out of Cincinnati, in my opinion. Joe Mixon is probably the best young talent there in Cincinnati, leading the run game. I don't think Cincinnati can do enough to come in and beat Seattle week 1 at home. We're going to go ahead and get a win, start off 1-0, something that Seattle is not too used to, saying that we start off 0-1 almost every year. We lost to the Broncos last year, and then we lost to the Packers. So let's just continue on. We're starting off 1-0. Let's not get too excited, though, because we are traveling to Pittsburgh, Heinz Field, where Seattle tends to struggle in AFC North games when it comes to playing on the road. So I think it will be tough. I am going to go ahead and give Pittsburgh the win here just because Pittsburgh is playing at home. It's going to be difficult for Seattle to come in and beat a team like the Pittsburgh Steelers. Even though Pittsburgh has lost, they did lose Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell. They're still a good team. They're still 7-9 to 9-7 team. Juju Smith-Schuster's still there. James Conner's still there. Big Ben is a question mark, but it's not all about Big Ben on this team. Juju Smith-Schuster can make plays, and same with James Conner. So let's move on. We're 1-1. We go back home, though, and we're playing a team like the New Orleans Saints. Now, New Orleans did lose one of the biggest names on their roster, you could say, in Mark Ingram, just because Mark Ingram and Alvin Kamara were the 1-2 punch in the NFL, the best 1-2 punch in the NFL, where Kamara could get to third and short, and Mark Ingram could come in and finish the down. They don't have that anymore. Mark Ingram's gone. He's playing for the Ravens. And Seattle always plays well against good teams at home. So I'm going to go ahead and give us that win at home. I'm biased. I know a lot of people will probably disagree with me, but it is what it is. I think we'll start off 2-1. Now we're facing a young team. Kyler Murray just got drafted first overall by Arizona, and Cliff Kingsbury is a new coach, and we want to see what he could do. Now, I'm going to go ahead and give Seattle a win here just because Seattle always plays well in Arizona, not so much in Seattle, but in Arizona they do tend to play very well. And I think there's going to be a lot of question marks, especially early in the season. Kyler Murray's just starting off. He's playing a divisional game already. I think it's going to be tough for him. We're going to start off 3-1. Okay, Now, this is a game. Oh my gosh, I hate the LA Rams so much, guys. Even not only because they're winning right now, but even when we were doing really well and we were the division champions. Jeff Fisher and that team would always find a way to beat us, and it would always piss me off with either a fake punt or oh my gosh, it would just my head hurts just thinking about it. So just we're playing the LA Rams at home on a Thursday night football game. Let me tell you what, Russell Wilson at home on a primetime game. Yeah, I'll take those odds. I don't care if it's the LA Rams. LA Rams are still good. But they did lose some key players. They did add like Eric Weddle came in, but they did lose Ndamukong Suh. I just don't know. Cooper Kupp's coming back, but I just don't know. I have a weird feeling about the LA Rams this year. They might have a Super Bowl slump, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this game at home in a prime time situation. Now, Seattle's everybody's freaking out. 4-1 Seattle Seahawks. Let's go. Pump the brakes a little bit, guys, because we are traveling to the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland, like I said, Seattle doesn't play too well on the road against AFC North teams, and this is a team in Cleveland who added OBJ, added Kareem Hunt. They had a great draft. They're just overall just they're rebuilding, and in Cleveland, it's going to be difficult to beat them. So I'm going to go ahead and give Cleveland the win there. Now, I know what you're saying. Well, Brandon, 4-2. Yeah, next week, week 7, let's get a win back. Sorry, I don't think that's going to happen. Saying that Earl Thomas is making a return back to Seattle, a revenge game, a perfect situation for him. I just think it's going to be too much for Seattle, and Lamar Jackson will come in and get a win. If Lamar Jackson comes into Seattle and lets the crowd get into his head, though, it'll be a different story. We'll get a win. Okay, 4-3. Hey, it's cool though. We're gonna face the struggling Atlanta Falcons, right? 12s. Nope. It's not cool actually, because if you guys think about it, Seattle does not play well on the road against Atlanta. Now, Atlanta, if you remember, did beat Russell Wilson his rookie year in the playoff game where Matt Ryan had a game-winning drive and got into field goal range with the help of Tony Gonzalez. And a few years ago, we lost in the divisional round in Atlanta too. And Atlanta always plays us good with Dan Quinn, the head coach, one of the best head coaches in the league. And I'm biased because he was our defensive coordinator. I love Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn knows this team, and I think that Dan Quinn will find a way to beat us, especially at home. So Seattle's now on a 3-game losing streak. Everybody's freaking out. We're 4-4. They're going from wow, Seattle was 4-1. Now look at them now. They're 4-4. They're struggling. Pump the brakes though. We're not that bad because you know what? We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers coming in week 9, and I'm going to go ahead and give us a win there just because I don't think Tampa Bay's that good. Even though Tampa Bay does play us hard every year, and we did lose to them in last time we did play Tampa Bay, and the year before, last time we played them before that, it was when we won the Super Bowl, and they were the only winless team left in the NFL, and they almost came to Seattle and beat us. We were down 21-0 at halftime. We made a comeback and won 24-21. I think just if this was in Tampa Bay, it might be a different story, but since it is in Seattle and Seattle needs to make a comeback here, we're going to go ahead and win that game. Moving on to week 10. Now, this is another primetime game against a tough San Francisco team who's added Tevin Coleman. Jimmy Garoppolo's coming back, healthy. They've just had a good draft. We don't know what's next for San Francisco. There's a lot of question marks, but it is a primetime game. I think Seattle's going to come in and get a win. They don't want to lose another game here. It's a Monday night game. It's a must-win game. They're going to go into a bye week going in at 6-4. Now, this bye week is in a perfect situation, saying that it's a little bit deep in the season, so our guys have enough time to rest. Perfect situation. And let me tell you what, coming off a bye, we don't lose. Seattle is very good off the bye, and they're very good against Philadelphia. I don't care remember when Philadelphia was the best team in the league, and they came into Seattle, and Carson Wentz just struggled, and we ended up winning that game? Yeah, I remember that game, and Seattle just plays well against Philadelphia in general, so I'm going to go ahead and give us a win. Week 13, though, Minnesota is coming off a bye. Now, this is difficult because Minnesota is not that bad of a team. I don't know how they'll do this year, but in general, they do have Kirk Cousins, they have Stephon Diggs, they have Adam Thielen. They don't have that bad of a team. One problem, though. Yeah, this is Kirk Cousins in a primetime game, a situation where he tends to struggle in. I'm saying tens a lot, guys. I'm sorry. Tens and obviously. That's my bad. My bad. I need to work on my vocabulary. Seattle, Monday night game at home. Russell Wilson's not losing that game. 2-0 against Kirk Cousins on Monday night games because he did, if you remember, beat him last year in Seattle, Minnesota versus Seattle on that Monday night. They're running it back in Seattle again, and I think we'll get a win. Now, here we go. Week 14, Seattle, stand up. You know why? Because we're going to go ahead and beat the LA Rams again. We're on a 5-game winning streak. Let me tell you why. Sunday night football game, Russell Wilson plays great. Russell Wilson plays great against division rivals on Sunday night games or even in prime night games in general. This is a perfect situation for Russell Wilson. I think this one we're going to start to heat up, and this is when the winning streak starts to come in place. So I'm going to go ahead and give us a win against LA. Now, we got to go to Carolina. Killer Cam. Killer Cam's coming. Yo, let me tell you what. The only year Killer Cam has beat Russell Wilson was when he went to the Super Bowl. He beat him twice that year. Now, let me tell you what. Unless Cam's going to the Super Bowl again, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give it to Russell because every single other year we beat Cam Newton. And especially in week 15 to week 17, Seattle always plays well. This is when playoff time comes around. They've got to end hot. Here they go. 6-game winning streak. Can they keep it going against Kyler Murray? Nope. Sorry. We're going to split it with the Arizona Cardinals. Arizona's really good, I feel like. Not really good in terms of, I put that really bad. They're not a really good team, but in terms of free agency, they added a couple of good guys in draft. They did really well. I don't think they'll do too well this year. I still think they'll be in last place, but they'll win a few more games. They'll maybe win 5 or 6 games instead of like 2 games or 3 games. So I think Arizona will come to Seattle. They always play Seattle very good in Seattle. I think they'll come in and they'll beat us. So we're at 10-5, but don't worry, guys, because Seattle's fighting for something, I believe, in Week 17. So we're going to go ahead and give them a win against San Francisco. I don't know if we're going to be fighting for the number 1 seed in the NFL, for the division championship, wild card, or no playoffs. I don't know. But Seattle, Week 17, I don't think they could rest, guys. That Week 17 is going to come down to maybe a division spot. I mean, the division championship, a wild card spot. I don't know. But I do believe we will win at home against Jimmy Garoppolo and that San Francisco 49ers team. So, guys, our record is 11-5. So, oh, well, I don't know what happened there. 11-5. Whew, that's a good record, guys, and that is way better than what we've done the last 2 years. So, this team, I believe, will go to the Super Bowl. That's just my opinion. Addition of DK Metcalf, Ezekiel Ansah, even though we did lose a couple key pieces like Earl Thomas, Frank Clark, it does happen. We were able to retain some key guys too, like KJ Wright. We did lose Doug Baldwin. It's been a mess. We lost Mike Davis. It sucks, guys. But Pete Carroll, he's gonna. I think he's gonna realize finally that Russell Wilson is going to be the key to this offense. Even though we have to have a running game, Russell Wilson, it has to all start with Russell Wilson. And if we could do that, we could go to a Super Bowl. So 12s, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Remember, Playoff Predictors is the website I use to predict our schedule. So if you guys like this video, like I said, like and subscribe. I hope you guys have a great day. I'm about to end this video. So you guys already know what's coming. Go Hawks.